Hello everybody, my name is Laura Camila Lopez Rivera and today I will present my research project entitled The Impact of Technology Access on Student Speaking Skill Development in Virtual EFL Learning Environments. This study was developed as a qualitative case study within the bachelor's degree in foreign language with an emphasis on English at Universidad Nacional Abierta y a Distancia under the supervision of Professor Steffi Gracie Marin Diaz. This research belongs to the field of English language teaching, specifically focusing on the relationship between technology and language learning in virtual environments. The main key words of the study are technology access, speaking skills, virtual learning EFL, and communication. Throughout this presentation, I will explain to you the research problem, the methodology, findings, and the educational implications of the study. Okay, now about the statement of the problem. The rapid growth of virtual education has transformed the way students learn English. In virtual learning environments, eh, it provides like a flexibility and access to educational opportunities. However, they also present some important challenges. For example, one of the most significant challenges is the unequal access to technology. Many students experience unstable internet connections, limited access to computers or other devices like smartphones, tablets, and I also observed an issue that they have to share technological devices and also they have like an inadequate study environment. All these conditions reduce their opportunities to participate actively in speaking activities during these virtual classes. Also, since speaking requires continued interaction, communication, and also an immediate feedback, technological limitations can negatively affect students' oral development, also their confidence, and their motivation. Although previous studies have demonstrated that technology can improve English learning, few of them have specifically examined how access to technology influences speaking skill development in this virtual EFL context. Therefore, this research aimed to answer the following question: how does technology access affect students' speaking skill development in virtual EFL learning environments? Now, I would like to explain or share with you the objectives. The general objective of this study was to analyze the impact of access to technology on students' speaking skill development in a virtual English as a foreign language learning environment. The specific objectives were the first one, to identify students' technological access conditions, to examine the relationship between technology access and speaking skills development, and thirdly, to propose pedagogical recommendations to improve technology access and the effective interactions of digital resources in speaking activities. This research is mainly supported by Because Kids sociocultural theory, which explains that learning occurs through social interaction and collaboration. Technology acts as a mediator that facilitates communication in virtual classrooms. The study also considers online learning, speaking skills, learning as a foreign language, motivation, and technological access. International studies by Kodabek, Chen, and Asrati demonstrated that digital technologies improve speaking performance and also students' confidence. Some national and local studies by Gomez Bustamante, Tavera, Peña, and Acosta Lopez highlighted the benefits of technology but also revealed the need to investigate unequal access to technological resources. Although these studies demonstrated many benefits of technology, most of them focused on the use of digital tools themselves, and very few studies analyze whether students have equal access to those technological resources, and that's precisely the gap that my research intend to address. About the methodology, this research followed a qualitative case study design. The participants were 20 undergraduate students from online language community of the Universidad UNAD, and also it includes three instruments that were used, and there was a survey, an observation checklist, and also a field diary. Each instrument provides different types of information. For example, the survey helped me to understand students' perceptions and technological conditions. Also, the participation checklist allowed me to observe students' participation during speaking activities. And finally, the field diary provides detailed perceptions of students' behaviors, their interaction, and some of the classroom situations. By combining these three instruments, I was able to obtain more complete understanding of this phenomenon, and the information was analyzed through content analysis. For example, I include coding, categorization, and triangulation. Also, ethical principles such as informed consent, confidentiality, anonymity, and voluntary participation were respected through the study. Results. Three main results or characteristics emerged from the analysis. The first one was technology access, which showed that students with stable internet connection and adequate devices participated more frequently. The second one was speaking skill development, which revealed that better technological conditions improve confidence, fluency, and oral participation. The third one was pedagogical practices, which demonstrate that interactive digital tools increase motivation and communication. Overall, technology access strongly influences students' opportunities to develop speaking skills. The finding supports because kids' social-cultural theory because the interaction is fundamental for language learning. In that way, technology facilitates not only collaboration but communication. Uh, but unequal access limits meaningful speaking opportunities. In this way, the results are consistent previous the international, national, and local studies. About the conclusions, technology access significantly influences speaking skill development in virtual EFL learning environments. Also, students with a better technological conditions participate more actively and develop more confidence. In the same way, teachers should integrate inclusive technological strategies that maximize speaking confidence and opportunities. I also would like to share some recommendations that are directed not only to teachers but also to educational institutions. And it is that providing technological infrastructure, providing guidance on the effective use of digital tools, and creating maybe more interactive speaking activities can significantly improve students' learning experiences in virtual environments. These are the principal academic references that support the theoretical framework, its methodology, and the discussion of the study. In conclusion, I hope this research contributes to a better understanding between technology access and speaking skill development in virtual EFL education. I also hope that these findings encourage educators and also the institutions to continue providing more inclusive and equitative virtual learning environments. Thank you very much for your attention and your interest in my research. I truly appreciate your time and I will be pleased to answer any questions or any comments that you may have. Thank you very much.